Cars became tombs. Drivers sat inside, engines running, exhaust vents packed with snow. Carbon monoxide filled cabins. People died within sight of their homes. January 28, 1972. Buffalo, New York, a Friday afternoon. The workweek was ending. Factories released their shifts. Schools dismissed children early. Highways filled with commuters heading home. The forecast called for snow. Light accumulation expected. Nothing unusual for Buffalo in winter. The city averaged 94 inches of snow per year. Residents were accustomed to winter weather. People drove home. The snow began falling at 3 p.m. Light at first. Flurries. Within an hour, the intensity increased. Visibility dropped rapidly. Traffic slowed. Cars moved bumper to bumper. Then traffic stopped completely. Drivers waited for clearing. It never came. Wind arrived from the west, from Lake Erie. Gusts exceeded 70 miles per hour. The snow did not fall vertically. It moved horizontally. Whiteout conditions erased everything. Roads disappeared. Buildings vanished. Reference points ceased to exist. Drivers could not see beyond their windshields. Some could not see their own hoods. Forward movement became impossible. Reverse movement became impossible. Cars sat where they stopped. Engines ran to keep heat inside. Exhaust vents faced into the wind. Snow packed them shut within minutes. Drivers did not notice. The exhaust had nowhere to go. Carbon monoxide entered the vehicles. Some drivers felt drowsy. They thought it was fatigue. It was poisoning. Lake Erie fed the storm continuously. Water temperature held at 40 degrees. Air temperature dropped to 5 degrees above zero. The 35-degree differential created massive evaporation. Moisture rose from the lake surface, froze instantly in the Arctic air mass, and fell as snow. The cycle did not stop. It could not stop. The lake was open water. The air was Arctic. The physics were automatic. Snow fell at rates exceeding 2 inches per hour. In some areas, 3 inches per hour. The city's snow removal capacity was overwhelmed immediately. Plows moved onto highways. Drivers could not see them approaching. Plows could not see the cars. Abandoned vehicles blocked entire lanes. Plows attempted to push through. Some succeeded. Most reversed course and turned back. Highways became parking lots. Drifts formed against stationary cars. Snow covered windows within minutes. Drivers opened doors to check their surroundings. Wind forced doors shut violently. Snow entered vehicles during those brief seconds. Doors froze open on some cars. Drivers retreated inside and closed windows. Some chose to walk. They thought they could reach safety on foot. Wind speeds made walking fatal. Exposed skin froze in under 4 minutes. Whiteout conditions removed all directional sense. People walked in circles. Bodies were found 50 feet from their cars. One man was found 20 feet from his vehicle. He had walked away from his home, not toward it. He never knew. The wind did not gust and subside. It sustained at 70 miles per hour. Continuous, relentless. Snow already on the ground lifted back into the air. Snow falling from clouds mixed with snow lifted from the surface. The atmosphere became pure snow, solid snow, moving snow. Visibility measured zero, not low visibility. Zero visibility. Streetlights disappeared at 10 feet distance. Emergency vehicles could not navigate. Police cars moved at 5 miles per hour and still struck obstacles. Drivers radioed for help. Dispatchers could not send it. No vehicle could reach them. Snowmobiles were deployed. Some riders became lost. They abandoned machines and attempted to walk to safety. Not all survived. The blizzard did not peak and subside like normal storms. It sustained for 24 hours at maximum intensity. No break, no clearing, no calm period. Wind held steady. Snow continued without pause. The storm did not have a calm center. There was no eye, no moment of relief, only continuous assault, hour after hour, through the night, through the next morning. The wind never stopped. The snow never stopped. Drivers sat in their cars through the entire event. Some for 20 hours, some for 30 hours, buried, immobilized, waiting. Power lines fell under the weight of ice and wind stress. Transformers exploded in cascading failures. Entire neighborhoods went dark. Homes lost heat. Temperatures inside dropped rapidly. People could not reach hospitals. Hospitals could not reach people. Ambulances sat buried in their own garages. Fire trucks could not respond to calls. Natural gas lines continued flowing underground. Electric heat did not. Homes with gas furnaces survived. Homes with electric heat did not maintain temperature. Interior temperatures dropped to freezing within hours. Families gathered in single rooms, attempting to concentrate body heat. Some burned furniture for warmth. Carbon monoxide poisoning killed indoors as well as in cars. The city's snow removal fleet consisted of 200 plows. Miles of city streets totaled 1,200. Plow capacity was overwhelmed in the first hour. The city requested National Guard support. The Guard could not deploy. Their vehicles could not move through the conditions. Military helicopters were grounded. Wind speeds exceeded flight safety limits. Rotor wash in ground blizzard conditions created zero visibility. Flight was impossible. Buffalo was completely cut off. No supply routes remained open. No reinforcements could arrive. No evacuation was possible. The city was alone, isolated, paralyzed. 29 people died during the blizzard. Not from falling, not from impact, not from building collapse, from sitting still, from breathing exhaust, from walking short distances, from waiting for help that could not arrive. Bodies were found in cars, engines still running, snow packed solid around exhaust pipes. The drivers had suffocated. Bodies were found between cars and homes, collapsed mid-journey. Distances measured in feet, not miles. One man died 15 feet from his front door. He could not see the house. He walked in the wrong direction. His body was found in his neighbor's yard. Another man died inside his car in his own driveway. The car was 30 feet from his front door. He could not see it through the snow. He stayed in the car. He died there. A woman died walking to a neighbor's home for help. The neighbor's house was 40 feet away. She walked 200 feet in the wrong direction. Her body was found the next day. Autopsies showed causes of death: exposure, asphyxiation, hypothermia. Times of death were spread across the entire 24-hour period. The storm killed continuously, not in one catastrophic moment, steadily, across an entire day. The death toll accumulated, hour by hour. Buffalo changed all policy after 1972. Snow removal became a military-style operation. Equipment was prepositioned before storms. Mandatory closures were enacted with enforcement. Travel bans carried penalties. The blizzard of 1972 proved that snow, combined with wind, removes human control completely. Infrastructure becomes irrelevant. Preparation becomes irrelevant. Visibility becomes the primary kill mechanism. Lake effect snow was reclassified in meteorological terms, not weather. A threat system. Federal disaster aid was authorized for Buffalo. FEMA protocols were rewritten to include snow as a major disaster category. Snow was added to the same classification as hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Buffalo's blizzard entered the national record as the storm that proved winter could kill faster than any other natural force, not through cold alone, through immobilization, through the removal of visibility, through the elimination of movement. The city buried itself. The people inside could not leave, could not see, could not survive outside. 29 deaths in a modern American city in 24 hours, from snow and wind, nothing else.